In Week 14, the 9-3 River Hogs duked it out with the 9-3 Ravens. Last time these two teams met, the Ravens knocked out the River Hogs out of the AFC divisional round matchup in last year's playoffs. We'll start things off on a punt return with the quick feet from Cordero Patterson, who outruns the entire special teams of the Baltimore Ravens, takes it down the sidelines, the 2015 10-5 touchdown. Cordero Patterson. He does a little dance. He's going to get down tonight. 7-0 lead for the Hogs. Now Joe Flacco, the JerseyBorn product, steps up in the pocket, fires a strike to Steve Smith, the veteran, still playing in the NFL, gets down to the 45. Then drop back from Flacco. Another strike from Flacco. This time it's Torrey Smith who gets down to the 22. And the next play, shotgun now, Flacco steps up, fires, and he finds the third-year man, Courtney Scott, out of Michigan State, but they would not get much farther from there, as they'll settle for a field goal from Justin Tucker as he tucks it in. And then, the Ravens back with the ball. Flacco drops back, Flacco gets the pass off, then he finds Henry Hynoski, the big fullback out of Pittsburgh, gets down to the 27. They don't get much farther as they settle for a field goal. It's a 7-6 ball game, but it would go nothing but downhill from there for the Ravens, as Blake Bortles would get the start over Lance Cummings, who did return this week. As Bortles' redemption season continues, he finds Scott Chandler to cross inside Baltimore territory, and then the dual threat Cordero Patterson, 35 yards to the end zone. That's his second touchdown of the day, one on the punt return, one in the receiving game. It's a 14-6 lead for the River Hogs, and then after a field goal, it's 17-6, and then a sack for the Hogs as Anthony Kendricks picks it up, takes it back to the house. It is now a 24-6 ball game in the lead of the River Hogs, and then Flacco underthrows his man, picked off by Sean Smith. He's taken down, and the River Hogs go to work. Blake Bortles, play-action Brown, sheds one tackle with the sunshine move, and he finds Scott Chandler down to the 2-yard line, his go-to man. And then, when you're on the goal line, there's really only one option, and his name is Brown. Bryce Brown punches it in, his first touchdown of the day. It is now a 31-6 ball game, and then the Ravens take over, and another pick late in the third quarter for Joe Flacco. Sean Smith once again. They would drive in the field later on in the fourth, not doing anything on that very possession, but then they get down to the 1 on a Bryce Brown rush, and then on their own 1, they do a surprise play, and they give it out to the number 2 tight end, Clayton Sanford, the man out of South Carolina. So it's 38-6, Hogs in the lead now. Joe Flacco tosses it up to Courtney Scott with the one-handed snag and holds on to it. Props to Scott, but not props to Flacco on this play. As hurry-up offense on the 19, lobs it up Vincent Stumpf. He's on the other team, Flacco. Comes down with it, the Florida Gator. And that would be how the cookie would crumble, as the Portland River Hogs improved to 10-3 on this season, and the Baltimore Ravens dropped to 9-4. The Blake Bortles redemption season continues, as he was 12 for 21 on the day with 156 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no picks, while Bryce Brown continued his dominance, 15 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown with an 8 yards per carry average, maintaining that lead for the rushing lead in the NFL season so far. Now, with that being said, we'll wrap things up here for this matchup. Don't forget to tune in next time here, as the River Hogs will stay here in Hog Country to play host to the 8-5 Denver Broncos. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.